Guys, it's few days after Christmas and also few days coming to the end of this year 2025. We've not seen a lot happening on Bitcoin, the price charts, and we've not seen nothing on altcoins. We've just seen Bitcoin consolidate, and the question right now is Bitcoin broken, or is it really over for crypto this year 2025? So that's what we're going to be looking at in today's video. So before I continue with the charts, to make sure to help your boy by subscribing to the channel and also liking these videos, so whenever I upload another crypto update, you'll be the first to get notified. So let's head on to the charts. Now, first off, we are going to be taking a look at Bitcoin, then ETH and gold. So let's start with Bitcoin. Right now, we are currently seeing this price movement on Bitcoin, consolidation and tightening price movement. And what does this price as run indicate? Indicates a pennant pattern formation. And there's one funny thing about this type of pattern is that it either breaks out in either direction. When we often see is either a strong push to the upside or to the downside, then we see price does something like this, a tight consolidation within a range, at least going towards like having a sharp pointy edge. This indicates a pennant pattern formation, and most of the times it either breaks up to the upside or breaks to the downside. But in this case, whichever way the price heads onto, we should also put in our mind that we should prepare for either break in either direction. What do I mean by that? Right now, we are looking at price consolidating just right at support, and most of the times when we see price consolidate just right at support, is we could either have a massive break towards the downside. Because if you look at this level over here that I've been hitting on and I'll be talking about, we did not actually kind of feel out this demand level right here. We just made a slight tap on this level, reaching as low as $81,000. Then we started this consolidation into this pennant pattern formation, and I think that there is a likely reason that we might have a break towards the downside before we actually see a pump towards the upside. And I think that will be it for Bitcoin. Because why do I say so? We might not likely break below this level, although we might break below this level. But for me, based on my thesis and based on how price has dropped from $126,000, I think that this level is actually a crucial level for Bitcoin to hold, so that we can actually see a pump towards the upside and other altcoins will follow. So let me quickly switch up to the weekly time frame. Now, looking at the weekly time frame now, we could see that we are just right at a support level. We did make a break of structure above this size at $109,000. Then we kind of consolidated a little bit, then a sharp drop toward the upside. Then we'll be holding this level for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks now, consolidating around this level, and we've not yet had a break to either to the upside or to the downside. And if I switch up to the stochastic RSI, me looking at the stochastic RSI, because I love using this indicator because it gives me the point of oversold and overbought based on the weekly level. And this indicator is actually really pretty accurate when you're using on the higher time frame level, such as the weekly and the daily. And right now, what are we seeing for the stochastic RSI? We are currently seeing that we have gone flat on the stochastic RSI. Look at what we are at now. We are at the oversold region below the 25 or the 20% line, and we are just right at this level oversold right now. And when price sits at this level for a long time, it means that prices on the candlestick they are oversold at a discount level, that we might see a reversal towards the upside. And that's what I said. That's what I meant, that we might easily see a bounce, but we just have to see if a kind of a little bit of consolidation towards that level before we see a break toward the upside. Now, switch it down onto the lower time frame. Now, if we see that it's like price is creating a bearish candlestick, and we did have a rejection on this resistance of the pennant pattern, and there's a likely reason that we might break down. Because if I look at the stochastic RSI on the daily, we are just right at the overbought region, and we might easily see a little bit of a reset towards the downside before and maybe an actual continuation. There's when before we could see a pump towards the upside. Then I hope we really hold this level, because then if we break below this level, then that will be heavily catastrophic for Bitcoin, and majority of the altcoin will bleed on and suffer. So I'll be looking at just a little bit of a minor dip on this level before an actual continuation towards the upside. So let's really pay attention to ETH right now. Now ETH right now has been creating some higher lows. This was the first low we got at this level over here. This was the first low right at this level over here. We made a little bit of price movement towards the upside, then we got another second low and the third low right now. As you can see there, this is just a perfect higher low pattern formation. And what do I think for it right now? Can we break this level? It all depends. It all depends, because right now Bitcoin has just been the one that's kind of dropping and a little bit more volatile, but the rest of other altcoins are not moving that much. That's to tell you that if eventually we have a pump and a recovery towards the upside, altcoins will recover massively against Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has been pumping all the way from 2023. That's when Bitcoin had pumping and altcoin has not done much. Now, if you could see that Bitcoin today just dropped almost by 5%, but altcoin did not really do not that much because they are at their lowest, and that is actually a perfect time for us to actually get more altcoins. And I also think that even if Ethereum want to break below this level, we might see a little bit of slight dip below before this level before an actual recovery. But we want to see maybe a sharp dip, then a full recovery, then a reclaim of this level before another continuation to the upside, and that will be perfect. But we don't want to see it break down, then fails to close above this level. Then that will be kind of a break and a retest candlestick formation. Then maybe we could head towards the downside, and that will be catastrophic. And maybe we head towards the downside. The next line of support for it will be around this level at 2,300. That will be the next line of support. Maybe if we could actually see it bounce, or maybe we could head into the bear market. But I doubt that. I think that alt season is just right around the corner, and we might have a pump pretty soon. What the market is just trying to do is just trying to exhaust us really bad. Maybe we could doubt ourselves. Maybe we could say, oh, we are not having this pump anymore. Then these whales will send the price higher, then will be used as an exit liquidity. So you guys, you have to really pay attention to the market right now. Times like this around the market or always gives that doubt about the market, gives you that creepy feeling, and you actually lose your belief on the market. So what you've actually known for the past years, the past 2 years, the past 3 years, you're going to lose that hope. Then before you know, price begin to go higher. So this market is just about those that are really being patient. When you're patient with the market, it profits. You profit off the market. So when you are greedy with the market, you actually lose money. So for Ethereum right now, I really think we could actually hold the zone regarding the fact that we made a break above this trend line right here. We saw price going as high as 3,300. And this is actually a perfect retest on the trend line right here. We see perfect retest on the trend line at 2,700 right now. We are kindly seeing a little bit of a push towards the upside, and I think that if Bitcoin could just consolidate, then we might actually start seeing a pump on ETH. So let's quickly take a look at gold. Now gold has been bullish, like gold has been going up on a straight line regardless in relative to Bitcoin. Look at where Bitcoin is in compare with gold. You can see that there's no match. And why I think that we've not actually see a pump on crypto or on Bitcoin is because investors are still holding gold, as a safer bet, as a safer play. Gold and silver are actually at their all-time high. And when I did my last video, I said that we might see a deviation back down below these highs, that this is just gold is just trying to manipulate buyers to step in. Then they could send price lower. Maybe the whales could those huge investors could sell on those those that came late into the market. Then they'll be used as an exit liquidity before we actually see a transfer of profit taking into the crypto market. And that's why I said that we could just see a little bit of a dump before you actually see a pump, and I think Bitcoin will actually hold this level critically before you actually see a pump. But right now, what I'm expecting for gold is this kind of play. Right now we have seen this massive bearish candlestick back below these highs right here at 4,200, and what I'm expecting to see a further drop right now, maybe a little bit of consolidation around this level, then we could break this trend right here. So you can see that this is a strong trend of gold on gold that we'll be holding. We made 1, 2, and maybe the last touch that we could get on this trend right now, we could actually see a break below this trend, and that's what I'm expecting. That is when we could actually see maybe the Bitcoin pump, altcoin pump, it pump. That's what we could actually see, because profits right now are still held on good. We will not actually see the best the real profit taking. And if coming to other altcoins are not really moving that much. If we look at SO right now, SO is not really having that much of a movement. We are still on the lows. As if you look at SO, that we are right back down at these lows at April 2025, before we saw this massive pump reaching $244. So right now, SO is still having its way to the downside, and I think that maybe we could test these levels right here at 101, and it will be a better opportunity for you to hip in. You might actually hip it right now and try to dollar cost, and when it price gets down, slowly blaze down, you could actually get catch the bottom of this before we actually see a recovery. One thing about this market is that we could actually slowly just go sideways for a bit, then another rip off. That's what the market actually does. It actually confuses buyers, confuses investors. Then before you know, we have a massive pump towards the other. So guys, do not quit on the market. I know the market is boring right now. Do not quit on the market. Stick to what you know, stick to your guns, stick to your cards, and slowly try to dollar cost, because we are going to literally have a massive breakout really soon. So that is it for this video, guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and also turn on your notification icon, so that when I upload another video, you'll be the first to get notified. Peace.